Hey gang, today we're going to be doing some more geometry and algebra. Equations can also be used to solve for angles when a transversal cuts two parallel lines. First, you're going to determine if the given angles are supplementary or congruent. Second, you're going to set up an equation. Like we've done in the past, if the angles are congruent, you're going to set them equal to each other. And if they're supplementary, you're going to add them and set them equal to 180. Then you're going to solve for x. And last, you're going to substitute the solution into each expression to find all the angles. All right, so here's our first example. Notice that those two angles are right next to each other. One is acute and one is obtuse. So they're definitely not congruent to each other. But that is our hint that they have to be supplementary because whenever we have parallel lines cut by a transversal, the options are either supplementary or congruent. It has to be one or the other. So these are supplementary. So we're going to add them and set them equal to 180. So 4x and 2x makes 6x. 18 and 18 makes 36 equals 180. We subtract 36 and we get 6x equals 144. Then we divide by 6 and x equals, well, 6 goes into 14 twice. That's 12, so there's 2 left over, and into 24 4 times. So x equals 24. Then we have to plug that in and find the angle. So we have 4 times 24 plus 18. 4 times 4 is 16, carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 more is 96. Then add the 18. 6 plus 8 is 14, carry the 1. And that's 9, 10, 11. So it should be 114 degrees. Then we have 2 times 24 plus 18. That's 48 plus 18. 8 and 8 makes 16, carry the 1. And 4 plus 2 more is 6. So that's 66 degrees. And luckily, 114 plus 66 equals 180, so I didn't make a mistake there. So now I can find all of the angles. So these ones, the obtuse ones, are all 114 degrees. And there should be 4 of them. And then all the acute angles are 66 degrees. And again, we have 4 of them. Okay, so it's important to always label all of the angles when you have a diagram like this. All right, let's take a look at another example. Okay, so now we have two angles that are further apart, but you should notice right away that this one is obtuse and this one is also obtuse. And since they're both obtuse, that means we have congruent angles. So we set them equal to each other. And we get 6x equals 4x plus 36. Combining like terms on opposite sides, I need to move that 4x over to the 6x, so I subtract it, and I get 2x equals 36. Then I divide by 2, and x equals 18. So now I can plug that in and find my two angles. So 6 times 18 is 6 times 8, which is 48, and 6 plus 4 makes 10, so it's 108 degrees. I'm going to check it with the other one to make sure they really are the same and we didn't make any mistakes. So that's 4 times 18 plus 36. 4 times 8 is 32, carry the 3. 4 plus 3 is 7, so that's 72 plus 36. 2 plus 6 makes 8, and 7 plus 3 makes 10, so 108 is correct. So we got those two right. So all the obtuse angles are going to be 108 degrees. And now we have to find the acute ones by doing 180 minus 108, which gives us 72. So this would be 72, this would be 72, this would be 72, and this would also be 72 degrees. All right, so again, the hard part there is making sure that you decide whether you have supplementary or congruent angles. Once you get that, solving the equation should be a piece of cake. So you're going to complete the rest of the lesson on your own. Again, take your time to make sure that you've got either congruent or supplementary angles. I'll be around to help you out.